Hey guys, I want to shoot a quick video on labs, lactic acid bacteria, how to make it. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but I will explain a couple issues I had. First off, I used Uncle Ben's converted rice the first time round. I watched the video from Chris Trump. He said put it in there, and then when it starts to be a sweet smell, then it's ready. Guess what, guys? It never had a sweet smell. As a matter of fact, that rice kind of has a smell right off the bat. So I'm like 3.5 days into it, I peel it back and it was very strong, vinegary, rancid. I didn't like it, tossed it down the drain. So then what I did was did it again. And I did two. I did that rice and I did the white rice. Now the white rice is already says on the package cooked, and I'm going to show you that's the one right here. And so I did it at the same time, and lo and behold, that one there in approximately 24 hours, I used it. I didn't use the white one here. So in 24 hours, I used that one, and here it is, 48 hours. This is still sitting here. Now look, I want you to pay attention. Come close. So I just made this out of because it's got to be kept somewhere dark. So I just created my darkness, and it's got to be covered with a paper towel, and I just used an elastic, okay? Now, what you want to look for is the sediment on the top and sediment on the bottom, okay? Just a slight, when it's starting to, if it goes too rancid, it's no good. That's where that went. So I started to be careful and watch it. And what I did was just simply peel this back and smell it. See, this one here is taking a long time because I'm not sure I'm going to get good thing out of this, but this was just a test. So when you're done with it, you just cover it again and wait. Now pay attention, guys. 24 hours, that rice, the converted brown rice, was developing a nice film, and this smell wasn't rancid yet, but it was starting to get a little slight smell. I decided to go ahead. That's step one. So here's how you make this right here. This is very simple. Grab a little bowl. You can use half a cup of rice and then 1 cup of water. Doesn't matter. You can use, I ended up using 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water. You grab the rice in a bowl, put it in there, put the water in there, and then you just start doing this. Okay, once you've done that, and it starts to turn milky, the water, then what you want to do is just simply, it was here, but it's moved. Okay, it's right here now. Just get something like this. This is my wife's food coverings. Covers food outside so the flies don't get to it. You can see it close there if you have to. I don't know how far you are. It's got this little mesh. So what I did was actually just doubled it up. So once I got that rice water, I poured it in there so the rice would stay out. Doesn't have to be every bit, and the numbers don't concern yourself with. Then I just put some paper towel over top and covered it. Then you gotta just smell it. I would say watch out for after about 2 days, get on it, observing it. What else did I want to say about that really quickly? Yeah, this is super easy. Wash, pour, cover in a dark place. Make something like this if you have to. Keep an eye on it. That's step one. Once you start getting that film, and by the way, I wanted to say, take note, doesn't matter how much you put in here, but whatever you put in here, you got to put 10 parts of milk into step 2. So, you know, if you just want to make some, because why I'm doing this is for my BOKASHI. Hold on one sec. BOKASHI is something that I'm going to be talking about, but this is what you call a BRAN. I'm going to show you how to do the BRAN too, but part of the BRAN process is you need this. This is essentially what you can call it like an EM1. It's not 100% EM1, but this is what they use. This is what I learned. Okay, so if you got like some milk in the fridge and you're just going to use that, then pour the milk in a measuring cup, and then 10 times less is what you use from this. So it doesn't matter how much you got here. I ended up making 2 cups worth, and that's step 1. Okay, we got step 1 done. Number 2. What I got was a fruit punch bowl, because I did 2 cups of this, which equals 10 cups. 10 cups of milk. Ended up being like a liter, or a gallon I should say. Again, I made this, covered it again with paper towel, and you can see here, come close. You can see the curds. Get it real close and down low, and you can see the sediment there and then the separation. This is the whey. Okay, and this is the curds. Now back it up for a sec. You heard little Miss Muffet who sat in the tuffet eating her curds and whey. Well, that's where this came from. I didn't have no idea, and this is how it works. So I got this bowl. The reason why I got the bowl is because it's got a big top. I've seen people do it in these small ones, but then they can't scoop these curds, and I'm probably going to make some cheese. I don't know how that's going to work out, but right now I'm just going to show you how this works. So once you got this established, you start seeing a light film and stuff, you're ready for the milk. 10 parts milk to 1 part of this. You figure it out. In here is 2 cups of this, 20 cups of milk right here. So it is ready actually for me to do the extraction. This literally, I'm going to tell you what happened here. This is 24 hours. So I highly recommend 24 hours is a key point to pay attention. At the beginning of the day, you didn't see this. I just started seeing a little bit of curd. It is now the end of the day, and this has done a good separation. So now I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to bring it over here. You want to be very gentle when you carry this, I would say. You don't want to mix this up too much. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to extract this. I just got a filter like I seen him use because it's got a little tiny filtration here. And I'm going to put this over top like this, because I want to catch that cheese curd. Of course this doesn't fit. Is there a bigger one? Okay, but I'm going to need some help, and so essentially what I'm going to do, not yet, we're good still. There, I did it. Okay, so this is going to be to catch the cheese, etc. I also got these. You can see I got these. This is like $13. And these tops come off. Now, if I had this beforehand, what I would have done is put my paper towel here and then just simply don't need an elastic band. So the other thing I want to mention is when you extract this, you want to keep it breathable in the fridge. So that basically this is going to be the lactic acid bacteria culture. Basically what's happened here is the lactic acid has reproduced the bacteria, and now we're going to catch the bacteria. Then we're going to put this in the fridge, these in the fridge, and then they'll store because they'll go dormant. The second part to this is putting sugar, brown sugar, but I'm not going to get to that right now. So what I'm going to do is get closer. It's time to break this open. Okay, you can see right here at the top. It's pretty thick stuff. See how big it is? Doesn't smell bad at all. It smells pretty good. And you can see right here, I'm going to cut this. To extract without touching too much, messing around too much with the whey here, okay? Now let me just see if I can do this first. Now I'm going to use one of these spoons. It's kind of hard to not bad. Put it in there. And scoop here. See what the difference between. Catch it over here. You're gonna break some, but with a wider bowl, you're able to get this stuff a lot better. And if I had a bigger ladle, even better. Let me try this one. Look at this. That's a nice piece of cheese. You see that? I'm going to fill this. See if we can break this in half here. And add it one chunk. Oh, not quite. So I've seen people use a turkey baster, poke through and pull, but a lot of cheese. I don't want to mix it up too much. Just get this right here. Let's pull this out now. Get all that lactic acid out. I don't want to mess with it too much here. I'm going to dump this out, I guess. Give me 2 seconds while I rinse this. Okay, actually I don't want to rinse this. So I'm going to press pause in a second. Let me explain something to you. This is chlorinated water. I forgot to mention this. What you use, when I mentioned the water, you're going to let the water sit. If you have chlorine, you're going to let it sit for 24 hours and then use it. That's what I did anyway when it came to washing the rice. That's what I used, okay? So this here now is chlorinated, so I'm not going to use it. I almost made a mistake of using it. So anyway, what I'm going to do is just get this. We're using one of the other ones with some help. And we'll continue on with this, okay? 2 seconds. Okay, so basically what we did here with some help is I just poured this like this. It's really easy, and then I kept the bottom end of it, okay? And we got 1, 2, 3 jars, and the rest is just going in there. And this is the curds, okay? So I'm going to probably make some cheese next, but anyway. Again, so I wanted to state, these tops are excellent. Get some paper towel, cover it, screw it on, put it in the fridge. That's lab right here. You can actually use this directly with water dilution. I don't know exactly, there's so many different amounts. 100 to 1, 20 to 1. But yeah, anytime you need it, you can just pour some out into the water. It's like literally very little. As well, I'm going to take one of these. So basically this will last in the fridge, I don't know 100%. Some say 6 months, some say a year, some say 2 years, 3 years. Look, I'm not 100% sure. But you can take this as well and mix it with half part of sugar, brown sugar. So I'd go less than half or put it in another container, or just simply dump out more than half. Put in your brown sugar, which is like this. Okay, brown sugar. The same amount, so half. And then what you want to do is mix it in and then put more than you need, because if it's low on sugar, this bacteria will be active. Cover it again, and breathable, always breathable. If you start to see bubbles in reaction, it's because you don't have enough sugar in there. And so what you want to do is add more brown sugar on top. You want that to go to sleep. That's what it does. It takes up all the particles of the water and makes the bacteria go to sleep. You should see as well brown sugar here settling, because you want to have more than less. This here now can be stored like on the counter. Again, dark place. You know, you don't want it in indirect sunlight or direct sunlight. Dark place, and then you can use it from there. That's what I'm going to use to make this BOKASHI brand, which is a BRAN. And I'm going to show you that in the next video. So hopefully that simplifies it. It's really simple. And we'll see you. I think I got everything. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.